Hi, my name is Leslie Hastings, and welcome to video number 8 in the Law of Attraction for Weight Loss series. In this video, we're going to talk about food, everybody's best friend and everybody's worst enemy. I have a lot I want to say on this topic, so I'm going to apologize up front if this video is a little bit choppy, because I want to make sure that I'm accurate in what I'm telling you and I present the material in a way that's easy to understand. Many Law of Attraction teachers, especially those that specialize in weight loss, have a tendency, I've found, to teach these principles to help you stay on a diet of some kind. And there's still a tremendous amount of focus on behavior. I don't believe in that. I spent 35 years telling myself no, or depriving myself of the foods I love, or beating myself up for what I loved after I ate it. And I don't think that that is helpful in any way, because every time I did that, I put resistance in my vibration and I was self-sabotaging. You know, again, just the simple switch from should to could opens up a world of possibilities for us, so we don't have to beat ourselves up. So my approach really doesn't focus that much on behavior. However, there are some things that you can do that will help speed this process up as far as food choices go. And the reason that that's true is not because of the food. It's because of the beliefs you still harbor regarding food. As long as you still believe that food makes you fat, it will continue to do that. And so some behavior modification can be helpful while you're working to bridge those beliefs. When I started out 7 years ago and I went to test the theory to see if this worked, I wasn't allowed to change anything in my diet at all, because if I did, then I wouldn't know if this really worked. So I was basically eating anything I wanted at the time in as much quantity as I could get my hands on. I was eating ice cream every night, and I had to continue to do those things to see if pure thought was enough to lose weight. Now, there are faster ways to do this. That is the slow way, all right? Because I still harbored some beliefs that it was about the food. So until I really started to see some results, you know, it took a lot longer. It took a lot longer to do it that way. So I make some recommendations for you. You don't have to do it. I will tell you. You know, I spent 35 years telling myself no, and there's that thing in your gut again. So I'm going to go through some things that you can do. You can choose to do them or choose not to do them. These are not things, again, you should do. These are things you could do if you want this process to go a little faster. The first thing I'm going to recommend is actually adding something to your diet instead of subtracting something, and that's water. Drink a lot of it. Water is good for everything. And it has been proven scientifically, again, that oftentimes when we get hunger pangs, it's not actually hunger. It's actually thirst. We're actually dehydrated. And so if you drink a lot of water, it's just good for everything. It's good for all your internal organs. It flushes out toxins. You know, it's just really good for you. And so add a lot of water to your diet. And my recommendation is, if you get hungry, have a glass of water first. Then if you're still hungry, eat, okay? You may find that you're not hungry anymore, all right? I'm not asking you to change your diet. I'm not asking you to cut anything out. Add a lot of water. And again, they say 6 to 8 glasses a day. I know that sounds like a lot, because I'm not a big water fan. But what I did is I put a little lemon and some sweetener in it. That tends to make it better for me. So here we are saying, all right, we'll just eat what we're eating now, but we're going to drink some water. And we're going to find out if we're actually running around dehydrated. And that little simple thing will actually, it's a minor change. It doesn't put a lot of stress on you. And if you don't drink 8 and you only drink 6, or you only drink 2, but 2 is 2 more than you drank the day before, congratulate yourself. You don't have to do all of this in 10 seconds. You know, you'll know if you're fighting it. Oh, I should drink some water. No, I could drink some water, and maybe I will. Anytime I change should to could, Then I have two right choices, right? I either could do it or I could not do it. I have a tendency to do what's good for me. I just tend to go that way. And I've made myself right. It's when I tell myself I should, that I'm fighting. Then even if I do the good thing, I don't really feel that good about it. So you can drink more water. So when you think about drinking more water, say, well, I could do this or I could do that. I could have a soda or I could have a glass of water. I recommend maybe alternating. If you drink a lot of soda or you drink a lot of coffee, have one of what you like and one of what you don't. Now, a little bit about soda. A lot of people say, look, if you're drinking high fructose, packed with sugar stuff, that's just, bad in a lot of ways. You may want to look at that. All right. You don't have to, but you may want to look at that. The other thing is carbonated beverages, whether they have sugar in them or not, can tend to bloat you. Okay. The bubbles can make you feel bloated. So if you switch over to something that is non-carbonated, you'll actually feel a little better, I think. I did that, and now when I have a Diet Pepsi or whatever, I tend to get, a really bloated feeling, and I get gas. I do. And I used to drink a lot of soda. So you might want to just look at those two things to get you started, nice and soft, and make this easy on yourself. Be kind to yourself. And don't look at it as a weight loss thing. Look at it as making friends with your body, doing some things for your body to have it help you, to make it easier on the body to help you, to make it your friend. You take your body everywhere you go. It has been with you through thick and thin, literally, and is doing the best it knows how. So help your body out. Do some things that are good for the body, and you'll start to feel better. You'll feel better about who you are, and you'll feel good about some of the things you're doing. Now, some of you may be following some sort of a diet or a regulated food plan that you're happy with. That's fine. There is no problem there. As long as there's no resistance built in and it doesn't make you hate life because you're depriving yourself of everything you love, keep doing it. It can only help. Now, if you're not happy with it, or if you don't want to do that, that's okay too. I personally don't believe in counting anything, and I've counted everything. I've counted fat grams, calories, carbohydrates, and hairs on my head. I don't believe in that anymore. I believe that the body will tell me what I need, and when I say yes to myself, yes, you can have that, I don't have resistance. I don't get that that you get every time you say, oh, no, you can't have a donut. Oh, no, that's got too much fat in it. Oh, no, you can't have that. That all builds up resistance. So I don't believe in counting anything. Now, you may want to take a look at the volume of food that you're eating. All right? And just look at it. Okay? Be mindful of what you're eating, because a lot of us do unconscious eating, unconscious emotional eating. And what I find when I went through this process, this is what I found. When I gave myself permission to have anything I wanted, okay, and I'll use ice cream as an example. I'm eating ice cream every night, and that's okay, right? That was part of my experiment. Once I gave myself permission to have it, I didn't have the compulsion to eat all of it in one sitting, because I knew I could have it again in an hour or tomorrow or 62 times a day. It's amazing. Once you give yourself permission to have what you like, you don't always want what you've just given yourself permission to have. You tell me I can't have Twinkies, all of a sudden I want Twinkies. And I don't want just one Twinkie, I want 20. Okay, I'm going to eat Twinkies till I'm sick. And then I'm going to tell myself, of course, well, you better eat all of them because you can't have any tomorrow because Twinkies are bad. If I go, sure, have some Twinkies, I'll probably look at that. I haven't had a Twinkie in 20 years and go, that doesn't even really look that good. I don't think I want that. And it's amazing that your choices start to change naturally the minute you give yourself permission, the minute you start saying yes instead of no.